Plie flex, beat, beat. See that hip up, beat. I know that Melissa is worried about Maddie not doing solo. I know she cannot stand it that her kid is not the center of my attention. I get that. 7, 8, stretch back through your shoulders. But I am not giving in. Maddie has to want it. You didn't have a solo last week. You don't have a solo this week. You need to have that fire back in you. You love to dance, and I know that.
Of course, I started to cry because she loves Miss Abby. They do have this special thing. I never had that with a teacher.
But ever since New Jersey and you exited that stage, you're not the same Maddie. I don't see that fire in you. You have to show us that you want it bad.
You know that. Hey, Mom, please don't cry.
She loves to be here. You know that. You know I love you.
I know.
And when those women say bad things about you, it hurts my heart, and it hurts Maddie's heart, too.
And I just walked right out of the room. I was like, I'm embarrassed, so I need to leave.
These mothers, the way they talk to you, I think it's awful how these kids disrespect you, too. Chloe rolls her eyes in class all the time.
I know.
What I'm upset about is that Chloe leaves class early all the time. On Monday, she went to the doctor's, and Kelly, Christy's so-called best friend, which they're not, called me and said, oh, Christy's taking Chloe out of school early today, take her to the doctor's, and then she's taking her to the movies.
Melissa, don't worry about these 3 mothers that don't know the right foot from their left. Who cares what they think?
They're just jealous of our relationship, and they gotta get over it. They, you know, it
That
just
has nothing to do with
frustrates me.
Maddie. I know that. But always remember, I have her best interest.
You always have my daughter's
Where did she
interest.
go? She better be somewhere working on those feet and not playing around. So I get on the bus and no Kelly. Woo, hallelujah. Kelly can use her gas, her mileage. She just better get there. She better be there on time. And those kids better be well rested. Bus driver, where are you going? This is not the correct way. Paige is on in 20 minutes. If she's not in here, she's not ready, and I can't find her anywhere. She's not backstage.
I don't know why Kelly Brook and Paige aren't at the competition. I haven't had an opportunity to talk to Kelly because I'm busy getting Chloe ready. So I don't really know what Kelly's mindset is at this point.
She should be in here warming up, preparing, ready to go on.
So I pulled Maddie aside and had a little chat with her.
Miss Abby, I really want to do my solo today. I want to show you how wonderful it is. Like, you know how Paige is, how she's like real perky? You can't walk out like this. You have to go in there perky, like your perky Maddie self. Don't go in with this face. Remember that face? I always say, I hate that face, Maddie. Don't freak out, okay? You're fine, happy. Turn it.
My mom encouraged me to go talk to Abby and say I was ready to do a solo. Well, I'm totally confident, and I'm ready to compete. Can you please come in the hall with me?
You want me to come out in the hall and run your number? No. You don't even have a number. Maddie asked if she could talk to me. Now, perfect example. That's a kid taking the initiative, asking an adult politely, can I speak with you? Sure. Are you ready?
Yes,
Can you beat everybody?
I think.
Well, but you don't look, you're like, yes, I think yes. Maddie, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Nobody cares. You act like someone's making you do it. I want to do my solo. I think I can do my solo. I'm ready to do my solo. Very wishy-washy. That's not a game face. That's not the Maddie face I know. The Maddie that's jumping and warming up, trying to psych Chloe out. You go out there with that face, she's gonna beat the crap out of you. I think you don't want to dance because you think she's gonna beat you.
She wants to dance. She's just afraid of you.
Don't talk for her.
Well, I am talking. I'm her mom.
Of course, without a beat, up comes Melissa. Abby, she's ready. She really wants to do this. Da-da-da. I'm like, phew. It's not about you, Melissa. It's not your decision. Stop with the tears. Babies cry, not you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
It's my dance company. I say who's dancing and who isn't. So I'm looking at this kid and I thought, you know what? Throw her out there. She needs to know if she comes to me and asks me for something, then it means business and we're going through with it. What I'm trying to do is enter Maddie.
Okay.
So just letting you know that these two I haven't seen since we walked in the building.
We're not gonna scratch. We're just
Okay,
gonna see if they
so
show
we
up,
need to
I
add
guess.
Maddie.
I need you to enforce your rules. So if you call them and they're not here and you call them again and they're not here, then they're an automatic scratch.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I registered Maddie. We put her in, no problem. We're good to go.
No, because you have to run your solo. Here, Maddie's gonna do her solo. It's, you know.
When Melissa walks in and tells us that Maddie's now doing a solo, I thought, well, it's par for the course. I think Abby's greatest pleasure in life is to put Maddie and Chloe against one another, so this is obviously something planned.
Get out there and show her how good you are and that you don't need your teacher to help you.
Hello!
We are dancing. I just didn't want to deal with Abby. I did not want to ride on a bus with her for that long. I haven't talked to her since we had our argument with the chair. I did not want to get my kids upset before they went on stage to perform.
I'm looking all over the place.
I
Turn
just
around.
walked in the room 2 minutes ago.
Better late than ever.
Kelly and Abby have a very long history, and I think with that long history, there's a lot of tension. I think those tensions bubble up from time to time. It's awkward.
Paige is running her solo in the green room, and Abby can't even have the decency to look up from her laptop. With Maddie doing her solo, Paige is just non-existent to Abby. And Paige knows it. Why is she dancing? Is she in her age? Why is Maddie dancing? Why is Maddie dancing?
Watch.
Nothing against you, Matt. I'm just saying they need to give my kids more time to.
Oh, I agree.
Has nothing to do with you.
I am just getting more and more pissed off. My girls were the ones that had solos this week. Abby should have been working with them all week instead of throwing chairs.
Somebody looks nervous.
You know, it was my girls' week. They finally got a solo. She needed to work with them, and she didn't. I'm done, and so are my daughters, and I am not letting them on that stage. I'm pulling their solos. Come on.
Judges, please welcome enter our 50 by 8. This is Chloe.
As I'm watching Chloe do her solo, I'm thinking, she is really knocking this out of the park. She owns this stage.
I'm really nervous about dancing against Chloe, but I'm more nervous for my solo because last time I did this solo, I forgot it. But I need to toughen up and show Miss Abby that I can be the same old Maddie. This is Maddie performing In My Heart.
I saw you in my dream last night. You had your smile so white. I thought your teeth were the stars. Your eyes, they were like tiny rivers. Well, it gave me the shivers when you looked right up at me. You can see
The CD skips. My heart just goes boom into my throat. So I'm looking at that stage and I am like mental telepathy willing that kid, stay out there. Don't move off that stage. Keep going, keep going, keep going. She never missed a beat. It was a great way to come back after a catastrophe.
I'm doing
competitive thing between Maddie and Chloe, you always need somebody to threaten you, standing beside you, pushing your buttons. That's a good, healthy competition.
Third place goes to entry number 51A, Unchained, Chloe from the Abby Lee Dance Company. Second place goes to entry number 58A, In My Heart, Maddie from the Abby Lee Dance Company.
Maddie might not have gotten first place at the competition, but in Abby's eyes, she's the winner.
I look over at Kelly and I can tell that brain is just tick, tick, ticking. I mean, for once, it's actually working. She's trying to come up with some excuse, some reason for her kids not to perform their solos. But you know what? I've had it. It's time to call her out and let her know who's boss.
I'm disappointed that my kids didn't get to do their solos today, but I'm glad they did the group. I thought it turned out good. I think they would have done fabulous.
But we'll never know.
No, we won't.
I saw them in their costumes. They were here, ready to go.
Everybody else ran theirs 10 times and had an extra day of practice on it. That's not fair. My daughter is not gonna go on stage and forget her dance again and look like an ass because you made her feel flustered.
You didn't have time to run your dance? What is this run your dance crap? If you don't know it by the time you get to the venue, you're not gonna know it.
What else do you want me to do? I was ready. I was here to play ball.
I tell you to put stoppers on a chair and paint it black. Put stoppers on the chair and paint it black. Don't blame me and pass the buck on to everybody else. You screwed up, like you always do. Quit enabling them. I want kids that want to dance. I want kids that want to be here. And if your kid isn't one of them, cut your losses, break your studio contract, and go. And Kelly, I was the first one at the hospital when your husband ran over your kid's foot. I was in the hospital room hugging your kid. And now you say those things about me? How dare you? Your kid doesn't want to dance. They're lazy.